Hello and welcome to another HRL recap. These are going to be just like the HRL recaps of old, where we're going to go through what's already happened in the stage and what is going to happen, what's ahead on the schedule. So I'm probably going to do these this season, I would say, at the middle and the end of each stage, or beginning of the new stage, I guess. So yeah, that one at the end of this stage will be like kind of a dual thing. It'll be a recap of the old one and a preview, and then the midpoint is probably what I'll do. So that's what I'm thinking. So anyways, for this one, as we usually do, let's take a look at the schedule first. So as you can see, we've got the doubleheader tonight. Pretty big event, as this is going to set up the points going into that last race, the major. It's going to be Lake Michigan and Targaryen, two pretty technical tracks. Should be interesting to see how it goes tonight, especially with the doubleheader format. First time doing it this season, always makes things a little bit different. The endurance is a little more important. Can definitely be pretty hard to try to focus on going all out, going full speed for that longer period of time. You're getting like a whole extra hour of racing, so it's quite a bit. And the major is going to be a bit of a different format. I think we'll see. I think we're doing the 3-moto, like Triple Crown style format for that, so that'll make things interesting. That should be pretty fun. Definitely looking forward to that one and revealing the track as well. Should be pretty cool. Definitely looking forward to that one. But let's recap how it's gone so far. So as you can see, Real Deal with the strong start at Eagle River, and then Pancake picking up 2 overalls at Jon Snow and Bushnell. So those are overall winners. Obviously, really strong last 2 weeks for Pancake, and Real Deal with that surprise W at Eagle River. It's looking pretty strong there as well. Opix, I think, being in an overall top 3 at Eagle River also is a big surprise. So this is a really good result for him. And then I was able to just barely get that tiebreaker in third. And then it's interesting how this Eagle River one was so mixed up, but we have the exact same top 3, exact same order for the next 2 races. So hopefully we see some mix-ups today with the doubleheader with lots of cheese. I'm sure we will. I'll be very, very surprised if it ends up being the exact same top 3, the exact same order, although it is possible. But yeah, hopefully we can get it some more, a little more competitive there. We'll see. Get some other drivers into the running here, because as far as like the moto wins go, it's kind of like the same story there as well. Real Deal and I both picked up 2, and Pancake and Detail have both gotten some Moto 1 wins here as well. So we'll see how that goes. As far as the heats go, a little bit more mixy there, a little bit of a better variety. But as far as the other stats go, pretty similar, so we'll see. I think with the doubleheader format, I think it's very possible that we could see a mix-up at these tracks, though. I think it's definitely very possible. Lake Michigan's extremely technical, super long track, very dangerous too. A lot of places where things could really go wrong. So, you know, any type of like unfortunate flip on this track could get out of control real fast. And then Targaryen is very punishing, I would say, with how walled in it is and how easy it is to make a very like simple mistake on this track, but how hard it is to make up from that mistake. I mean, I think we could see a similar thing on Targaryen as well, and also with no heats. So there's no heats, I suppose, for the second race of the doubleheader. So it's just going to be like full invert from the Lake Michigan motos, and that'll also make things. That should shake things up at Targaryen. That 100% should shake things up. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, the no heat races, I mean, in a way, it'll almost be like we're racing 2 Moto 2s, kinda, like back-to-back. So, potentially. So that'll make things weird. That'll make things weird for sure. That Targaryen's a total wild card tonight, I think. But yeah, so that's what we've seen so far in the season. This is what we're looking forward to, and the original track hopefully unveils soon. Yeah, definitely looking forward to showing that one off. Don't really need to look at the results, but I'll do a quick scroll through. You can pause the video if you want here for the results page if you want to see these stats. Just a quick scroll through. I wish everything was on the one page and didn't have to move it around, but it's a lot to track here. Wait, are these stats on the other ones too? Did I not scroll down far? Oh no, they're not. Okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, there's no way I missed that on the other ones. Okay. I was about to lose it. I'm like, are you serious? Okay, so there we go. If you want to, you can pause the video there. Now here we take a look at the points. As you can see, unsurprisingly, the top three in this order. If you look at the overall results on the schedule, not too hard to figure this one out. Obviously, Pancake, Detail, and Luke all off to pretty strong starts, pretty close in the top three. So yeah, I mean, if you looked at the schedule, if you looked at the results, not too hard to figure this one out. Be pretty surprising if this order was different based off that. Then, in a similar way, Real Deal in fourth, the other driver with 2 wins, and the other driver with an overall. If anything, maybe expect him to be a little bit higher, but I think the Jon Snow race just wasn't what he was hoping for. But still, off to a pretty good start and still pretty competitive. Yeah, it's looking good for Real Deal. I'd say this is a pretty solid go-kart stage for him so far, and he's still got 3 more races to make up this gap, and he's still right in the fight with that top 5, so looking good for him. And then this is where things get cheesy and super close. Look at how competitive Roman, Hunter, and Fireball are. 5th, 6th, 7th, very close, very competitive. These spots could go either way. The doubleheader results definitely going to be extremely important for determining where these drivers end up in this go-kart stage overall. And then we have Sully in 8th. Wow, was this all from Bushnell? That's rough. So just lost a lot of positions there, or maybe Opix didn't update this for Jon Snow, and that's why it looks like it was such a huge loss. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely not the strongest Bushnell race for Sully, so hoping to bounce back from that. Hard to gauge where Opix is at because he missed a race, so it's hard to gauge. Like, I'd like to think that he's somewhere in the mix here, but we'll see how it pans out. Soul Reaper and Vulcan, very close and competitive. Vulcan, if he could have got that one extra race, or I mean, he basically like didn't race Jon Snow at all. That definitely could have helped him out a ton here. Armada trying to bounce back, rough start for the season. Definitely trying to make a climb here. Slunch, similar spot to Opix, although a little bit further down. But yeah, missing the and same thing for Nuked here. And yeah, you got to take a look at the start column for some of these drivers. It's hard to gauge where they're at. Obviously, Slunch and Nuked at the same amount of starts. Slunch is obviously ahead of Nuked, but where he's going to land in this pack with mulligans and stuff, it's hard to tell at the moment. Hard to tell. Depends on how these doubleheaders go. Then we got Atlantic, Nightmare, Killer, Matt, Jared, Brendan, and Sonic still looking to put some points on the board. Unfortunate LCQ eliminations, but there you go. And again, try to get the full look here. So if you want to pause the video and look at any of these stats or points or analyze it yourself, there you go. But yeah, so looking extremely competitive as we expected so far. Doubleheader is definitely going to play a pretty big role in how this all shapes up for the final race. Hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I'll see you there.